Many people always say the most dangerous career is a rapper. At first, I didn't believe it, but now it's starting to become the truth. And unfortunately, today, we have a sad story that starts about a few weeks ago. Rewind Diva! So there is a rapper by the name of BTB Savage, originally from Cleveland, but he's lived between San Antonio and Houston. And that is important. If you look at his Instagram, he's a very opulent young man. He's counting a lot of money. He's holding a lot of money. He has a lot of jewelry. And we can't really believe that a lot of this money is coming from maybe rap music, but definitely this opulence is helping him get on in rap music. And I saw an interview of him before talking about possibly doing some scamming. He lives in Korea. And every time you see the guy, he's holding money. That's very important, right? Because everything you see on this Instagram is about money. So now with this, trying to get his name out there in the industry, a lot of people want to do collaboration. Very similar to, even YouTube or podcasts, but in hip hop, people want to do collabs, or at least he thought. So somebody approached him. He was in San Antonio, Texas, and they wanted to do a feature. And, he was like, well, okay, well, they're like, nah, we want to come by your house right now. We want to come by your house right now. And he was a little skeptical. So, the guy showed up with 3 other people. And, they're bringing in like a recording, like portable setup. But the other guys leave out of the house to come back in. And so he locks the door, a little bit nervous. And the guy that's left inside the house was not the guy that was trying to do the feature or the alleged feature. This guy inside the house is somebody that wants to rob him. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect, Dima? So he has some chains on. His girlfriend's in the house, things like that. And, the guy is saying, hey, run me your stuff. In other words, give me all your jewelry. He like, nah, I'm about to give it to you. And somehow he's acting like he's turning off this jewelry. That's Mr. BTB Savage. And then there's a tussle for the gun. And there's a tussle for the gun. And all of this is happening with the gun. And somehow the gun is released. And the girlfriend grabs the gun, shoots the guy in the back twice. Then the guy gets even stronger. And, in the process, they're still fighting. The girlfriend accidentally shoots him, which is why you see him with this cast on, because it immediately broke his elbow in two immediately. And, he finally gets away. The guy dies inside of his apartment. And at this particular time, Mr. BTB Savage is rushed to the hospital, and the police agree with him that it's self-defense. All right. It's an unfortunate story, but he left with his life at the time. The problem that Mr. BTB Savage had was the taunting that he did afterwards. Just 5 days ago, he posted an interview about the whole situation on VLAD TV. Literally, this is just 5 days ago. The video at the time right now has 1.2 million views. And Vlad asked him at the end of the video, do you feel that these people are going to come back after you? He says, hey, it's a great possibility. He says, are you going to leave San Antonio? He says, no. Fast forward, Demo. So I want to talk about some of these posts. Let's look at the first one here that's on Instagram. This lyric, fast forward a death day, make him meet his maker, broke beef and make his mama throw a fundraiser. I don't know if that's an actual lyric from one of the songs, but at the time of what's going on with him, it's probably not the best thing to say about that situation, right? Then you see, I believe there's another thing here. Well, let me not even deal with that. Let me go to this Twitter post that's very, very disturbing. All right, so in this Twitter post called Too Much Motion, we might have to edit some of this out, right? As much as we can. He's standing in this apartment with the guy's alleged stains bleeding out. Even him was bleeding at this time, right? Those are the bullet holes that are shot in the house and outside of the house. That's another photo. And that's him sort of flossing, making fun of the guy that died. And then here's another photo of him kind of kneeling down in it. Again, we're gonna blur as much as we possibly can. There's blood all over the place. In this is where all the fighting and things went. The guy lost his life. And this was just posted March 31st. Too Much Motion show. This was just yesterday, or early actually this morning. Okay, the guy just got killed today. So he's in Houston, and all of a sudden, Nima, gunshots! Mr. BTB Savage is no more. Now let me just say this, and I know a lot of rappers are trying to get on and things like this. I always try to tell brothers, and I know like a lot of black men are under so much pressure to show what they have, just like Mr. BTB Savage. You can't be cool, especially a lot of young black men, unless you're next to the Bentleys or if you're next to the Rolls Royces. And I don't know if he really had the money, but I know he was doing whatever he could to get the money. You got to have all this stuff, right? And a lot of times when you're doing this, you don't know who's watching you. And that's another thing. And I know the average black man, you know, is not doing this, but in case you decide that you want to get rich or anything like that and be opulent, know that people are watching you. YouTubers like CJ So Cool, they have been robbed, home invasions, shot because they're too opulent. And when you start pulling out the money and cars, not everybody is happy that you have these things, even if you're just fronting. So what you're doing really is you're creating a situation for yourself. And when them people come for you, because the guy even said, look, man, I see you on the internet. I see you doing X, Y, and Z. I see you doing this. I see you doing that. Hey, man, come up off that, because you're showing it, right? And that person probably feel like you didn't scam for the money. So you doing all that crazy stuff, right? Just trying to show off. Then the next thing is, if you have to deal with the person, then you got to come out and talk about it. And then once you talk about it, the people who you're talking about are most likely not going to be happy that you did what you did. Because even if you did self-defense, they're not going to look at the fact that, you know what? Oh, okay, well, he killed our homeboy. That's that. No, they're going to look at it as you over here making fun of our people that you killed. And you saying F his life and all of that. People don't take things the right way. You know what I'm saying? And again, all of that is a front for a group of people who they're not going to be there for you. They're not going to help you. If you had to kill the guy, you know, it would be in your best interest not to be taking photos in his blood-stained apartment, not to be trying to diss the guy. That might be a little easier to take. But, you know, like I said, if they were to come to rob you, they probably would be the same kind of people that will come in and kill you. If somebody is bold enough to attempt to rob you, they would be bold enough to kill you. And not even within 24 hours, the guy is dead. Not even after 4 hours, the guy is dead. And people don't care about going to jail, man. People don't care about doing a life sentence. They'll care about that much later. They'll change later, but then you'll be dead. So now you don't have, you know, your kid's not there no more. People who love you not there no more. And it's unfortunate, but all for what? And black men have such a pressure on them to try to show off, to prove to everybody that they have money, they're doing well, and impressing people who really just don't give a damn about you. If you have to get money in that way or show your lifestyle in that way, it's a lifestyle that you don't really need, right? And that's the kind of money that I need. But, you know, blessings to the brother. He seems like he was a great young man. I mean, outside of, you know, some of the mistakes, he was young. He seemed like he had a really good personality, and, you know, he was just trying to, you know, get on. But unfortunately, you know, this is what happened. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.